Hey everybody, Mike McCullough, Collaboration Specialist here in the Bay Area. And today I was going to show you about our Webex Assistant, a really powerful tool we have in meetings to help us out with captions, taking notes, highlighting action items, allowing users to pay attention to what's going on in the meeting, to pay attention to the other people in the meeting, and not have to sit there and take down notes or miss what people are saying or focus on something else instead of the actual content. So I'm going to do a quick over-the-shoulder view so you can see what this tool looks like in action. And then I'm also going to show what it looks like after a meeting and how quickly and easily you can follow up with people. So when I do an over-the-shoulder share, you may see my mouth start moving a little bit slower. I'm doing kind of a video of a video, so just be prepared. That's not the actual video quality. All right, so here you can see I've got the Webex Assistant turned on, and over on the other side of this, I've got closed captioning. Now, closed captioning can now also be translated into a number of different languages. You can see we've got a lot of options here. So it's English into these other languages. And that allows people on the far end to be included in the meeting as well. It's a very inclusive technology, and then they can read what's going on if maybe English isn't their primary language and the presenter is speaking in English. We can also turn that off. On the right-hand side, you're also seeing all the highlights and captions. So these are captions from all of the meeting and everything that I've talked about so far. And I can highlight any of these that I would like to. So maybe somebody on the meeting says something that's really important and I want to make sure that we capture that bit of information. I can highlight that. If you're recording a meeting, you're going to get all the captions and highlights in a full transcription. If you're not recording the meeting, then you can go and click on which highlights you would like to take. And then in the Highlights tab, they're all going to show up as notes that you've made in the meeting. Now those are going to be editable later, and I'll show you some really cool stuff that we can do here. You can also do this with your voice. Okay, Webex. Take a note to highlight options 1, 2, and 3 from the presentation.
Note added.
So just like you would any other voice assistant, you can utilize this tool with your voice. Okay, Webex. Tell me a joke.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Your boss. Get back to work.
See? So even if you want to add a little levity to a meeting before things get started, you can do that as well. Now, I'm going to flip over and show you what this tool can do. Give me 1 second here. So now I've logged into my Webex meetings in my browser. Go to my Meetings tab, and then I'm going to go to this Collaboration Solutions Headquarters demo. You can see I've got highlights, transcripts, and a recording available to me. Now, every one of these titles is editable, so I can make sure, you can see I just ran a lot of these right off, but if I go in here, I can actually edit the name. So if this is something specific that I want to highlight, I can do that as well. Now, as we're up here at the top of this meeting window, you can see I've got an edit button. I've also got a share button. So if I just want to take the content of this meeting without making any edits, and I just want to share it out, I can actually select participants from the meeting and simply and easily share this out, or add their names and email addresses to send out all the details and content of this meeting directly to the folks. You can see here we can review. We've got word bubbles. We also have the transcript from the meeting because we recorded this, as well as what was highlighted in the middle of the meeting. Now, what's very good to note is you can remove from highlights. You can actually play the audio from the meeting, and then you can edit the transcription as well. Maybe something somebody said is very technical and it didn't pick it up just exactly right. You can actually go back there and edit those notes. If I go into my highlights, you can see here, we've got the highlights from the meeting, and you can actually adjust the action items or the notes to different pieces. So this one may have been a note. We might have had an action item. I might have had a decision that was made, and I wanted to make sure that that was called out to the team. Maybe we wrapped up with a summary of this meeting, and then we had some parking lot items to follow up on later, and a reminder to myself. Now, when I send this out to my team, they can quickly and easily see, okay, here's a summary of the meeting, and maybe here's the follow-up items. Maybe I send this to my engineering counterpart, and he looks over the parking lot items to see what he needs to take on as a task for a follow-up to this call. Again, all of these are editable. You can also play the audio from these meetings. So a very, very powerful tool. We go back and we've got the recordings. I actually had 2 recordings inside of this meeting. And then we have a report of the meeting, total length of the meeting, what was the connection type. I was the only participant in this one. Otherwise, you would see all the participants and how they connected, how long they were connected into this meeting. So from this perspective, you can see that we've got some really powerful tools that allow you in a meeting to quickly and easily highlight and capture information, and then right after the meeting, share that information with your team or with anybody else. If you'd like to see how this tool can help your teams connect with people in other places around the world, connect your global teams, or maybe help your teams get more productive, follow up on meetings faster, then hit me up and let me know how I can start this. We can set up a trial for you, and we can really show you what these tools can do. I look forward to talking with you soon. Thanks so much.